Most people are not tired because they are aging. They are tired because they have been drinking water the wrong way for most of their lives. That sounds impossible, because water is supposed to be the safest thing in the world. Doctors tell you to drink more of it. Fitness experts carry giant bottles everywhere. Social media treats water like a magic cure for everything from headaches to weight gain. But what if the real problem is not how much water you drink, but when you drink it, how fast you drink it, and what years of healthy hydration may quietly be doing inside your body? Because millions of people wake up exhausted, foggy, swollen, dizzy, anxious, and mentally drained, while believing they are doing everything right. And after age 30, and especially after 50, the body stops handling water the same way it did when you were younger. Your cells change, your hormones change, your kidneys change, your circulation changes, and suddenly, the very habit you thought was protecting your health may actually be increasing fatigue, disrupting sleep, stressing your heart, weakening your focus, and even confusing your brain's natural thirst signals. What makes this dangerous is that most people never notice it happening. They blame stress, they blame age, they blame bad sleep. But researchers have discovered something disturbing about hydration that almost nobody explains clearly. Your body does not simply absorb water, it negotiates with it. Every sip triggers electrical signals, mineral balance shifts, blood pressure adjustments, nerve communication, and energy distribution throughout the body. Inside you right now, trillions of cells are constantly deciding whether water should enter, leave, or stay trapped outside the cell where it cannot properly help you. And when this system starts breaking down, the symptoms are strangely familiar. Heavy legs, dry skin, brain fog, afternoon crashes, nighttime urination, sugar cravings, joint stiffness, poor concentration, cold hands and feet, slow recovery, and one of the most overlooked signs of all, feeling thirsty even after drinking water. The strange part is that many people respond by drinking even more water, which sometimes makes the problem worse. Because hydration is not just about water, it is about balance, and modern life quietly destroys that balance every single day. Coffee, stress, ultra-processed foods, poor sleep, excess sugar, alcohol, long hours sitting down, certain medications, even healthy low-salt diets. All of these can interfere with how your body holds and uses water. In fact, some experts now believe many people are not truly dehydrated in the way they imagine. They are mishydrated. Their water is going to the wrong places, leaving the cells that need it starving for energy, and the effects can feel terrifyingly normal. You wake up tired, you lose motivation, your memory slips, your muscles ache, your heart races during stress, you feel older than you should. Meanwhile, your body is quietly struggling to maintain internal balance every second of the day. Think about your blood like a river. When hydration balance is healthy, that river flows smoothly, carrying oxygen, nutrients, hormones, and electrical signals exactly where they need to go. But when the balance becomes unstable, the river thickens, slows, and becomes harder for the body to manage. Your heart works harder, your brain receives less efficient circulation, your muscles fatigue faster, your temperature regulation weakens. Even your mood can shift. Researchers have found that mild hydration imbalance can affect attention, reaction time, emotional regulation, and memory long before a person realizes anything is wrong. That is why some people feel mentally off for years without understanding why. And here is where the story becomes even more uncomfortable. Many health habits people proudly follow every morning may secretly increase the problem. Drinking huge amounts of water immediately after waking up, ignoring electrolytes, constantly sipping all day, replacing meals with water, drinking late at night, using water to suppress hunger. These habits sound healthy on the surface, but your body operates on timing, minerals, hormones, and rhythm, not internet trends. And once those rhythms become disrupted, the body begins sending warning signs. At first they are small: dry lips, cravings, fatigue, headaches, poor sleep. Then slowly, the deeper systems begin struggling: circulation, metabolism, digestion, cognitive clarity, joint comfort, energy production. Even the body's ability to manage stress hormones can become less efficient. This is why two people can drink the exact same amount of water every day, yet one feels energetic and clear-minded while the other feels bloated, tired, and mentally drained. The body is never asking only for water, it is asking for usable hydration, and there is a major difference between the two. Over the next few minutes, we are going to uncover the hidden mistakes many people make with water every single day. Mistakes that doctors, researchers, and health experts have quietly warned about for years. You will understand why thirst becomes less reliable with age, why drinking too much water too quickly can stress the body, Why electrolytes matter more than most people realize. Why nighttime hydration may damage sleep quality. Why some symptoms people blame on aging may actually be connected to hydration imbalance, and most importantly, how to support your body's natural hydration intelligence in a way that improves energy, focus, circulation, and long-term health without extreme diets, expensive supplements, or dangerous trends. Because once you understand what water is actually doing inside your body, you may never drink it the same way again. And one hidden hydration mistake near the end of this video could explain why some people feel exhausted no matter how healthy they try to be. If you've ever struggled with low energy, brain fog, poor sleep, or feeling older than your age, this video may completely change the way you see one of the most basic habits of human life. Watch closely. Your body has been trying to warn you for years. Why drinking more water might be making you more tired. The strange part about exhaustion is that sometimes it starts with a habit people believe is healthy, not dehydration. Overcorrection. Many people are constantly drinking water, yet still feel drained, foggy, and mentally slow by the middle of the day. Doctors and researchers have warned for years that hydration is not just about quantity, it is about balance. Your body runs on a delicate mix of water, sodium, potassium, and minerals that help your cells create energy and send signals to the brain. When that balance becomes unstable, the body can struggle to use water properly. This is where people get confused. They feel tired, so they drink more water. Then they feel even weaker. Why? Because flooding the body too quickly can sometimes dilute important electrolytes the nervous system depends on. The result can feel subtle at first. Heavy eyes, brain fog, low motivation, poor focus, even headaches that feel completely unrelated. Imagine two people at work. One drinks small amounts slowly throughout the day and eats balanced meals. The other drinks massive bottles of water quickly, skips meals, and constantly forces hydration because social media told him it was healthy. By afternoon, the second person feels exhausted and cannot understand why. The body does not reward extremes. It rewards stability. A smarter approach is simple. Drink when genuinely thirsty. Eat mineral-rich foods. Avoid turning hydration into a competition. Pay attention to how your body actually feels after drinking. One major mistake people make is assuming more water automatically means more health. In reality, the body needs usable hydration, not endless volume. Have you ever felt more tired after aggressively trying to hydrate better? Because the next mistake most people make with water is even more dangerous. And it starts with the feeling of thirst itself. The hidden reason you still feel thirsty after drinking water. One of the biggest signs your body is struggling with hydration is feeling thirsty right after drinking water, and most people completely misunderstand what that feeling means. The real problem is not always lack of water. Sometimes the body cannot properly hold on to it. Researchers have found that stress, poor sleep, excess sugar, alcohol, ultra-processed foods, and even chronic anxiety can interfere with the body's hydration signals. Your brain begins sending mixed messages. You drink water expecting relief, but the cells still struggle to absorb and use it efficiently. This creates a strange loop. The mouth feels dry. The brain predicts hydration, but the body never feels fully satisfied. And over time, many people stop trusting their own signals entirely. Imagine someone drinking glass after glass of water during a stressful workday. Their lips still feel dry. Their energy still crashes. Their cravings get stronger by evening. So they assume they need even more water, but another person slows down, eats potassium-rich foods, sleeps properly, reduces excess sugar, drinks steadily instead of aggressively. Suddenly, thirst feels normal again, because hydration is deeply connected to stress chemistry inside the body, and stress changes more than emotions. It changes fluid balance too. A smarter approach starts with supporting the system that controls hydration. Sleep consistently. Eat whole foods rich in minerals, reduce excessive sugar and alcohol. Drink slowly instead of flooding the body all at once. One major mistake people make is treating thirst like a simple water shortage when the body may actually be signaling imbalance, stress, or poor recovery. Have you ever noticed that some days no amount of water seems to satisfy your thirst? Because the next hydration habit people proudly follow every day may quietly be exhausting their body even more. The dangerous, healthy water habits millions follow every day. Some healthy habits do not damage the body immediately, they slowly confuse it over time. One of the biggest mistakes people make is turning hydration into a non-stop routine instead of listening to the body's actual signals. Many people now believe they should constantly sip water all day, force huge amounts in the morning, or drink large glasses before every meal because it feels disciplined and productive. But the body does not always interpret excess hydration as safety. Sometimes it interprets it as stress. That is the part most people never hear. The human brain loves certainty. Carrying giant water bottles creates the feeling of control. It feels healthy, responsible, safe. But biology works through rhythm, not obsession. When hydration becomes excessive or poorly timed, the body may respond with disrupted digestion, frequent urination, bloating, low energy, or interrupted sleep. And people rarely connect those symptoms back to water. They blame age, stress, work, poor motivation. Meanwhile, the body keeps trying to restore balance quietly in the background. This is where awareness changes everything. Drink steadily instead of aggressively. Avoid flooding the body late at night. Eat mineral-rich foods alongside hydration. Pay attention to energy, focus, and sleep after drinking. One mistake people make is ignoring the body's feedback while following internet hydration trends that sound healthy but feel exhausting in real life. Have you ever forced yourself to drink water even when your body clearly did not want it? Because the timing of hydration may matter far more than most people realize, especially as the body gets older. What happens to your body when you drink water at the wrong time? The body does not only care about how much water you drink, it cares when you drink it. And modern habits have trained people to ignore timing completely. One of the biggest health mistakes humans make is believing the body works like a machine that can be flooded anytime without consequences. But your organs operate on rhythm. Hormones change by the hour. Digestion slows and speeds up. The kidneys follow internal clocks. Even your brain changes how it regulates fluids from morning to night. Yet most people drink water randomly, late at night, too quickly after meals, in massive amounts before bed. Then they wonder why they wake up exhausted, bloated, restless, or mentally heavy the next morning. The uncomfortable truth is this. Many people are disconnected from their own body's timing because modern life rewards constant stimulation instead of awareness. Humans trust trends more than signals. They chase rules instead of learning patterns. And slowly, the body pays the price. You have probably experienced it without realizing. Drinking large amounts late at night, then waking up repeatedly to urinate. Drinking too much during meals, then feeling sluggish afterward, ignoring thirst all day, then overloading the body at once in the evening. The body keeps adapting, until one day it stops adapting well. This is the wake-up call most people need. Health is not built through extreme habits. It is built through intelligent consistency. Drink steadily earlier in the day, reduce excessive hydration before sleep. Pay attention to how your body responds after meals. Stop treating hydration like a challenge to win. One mistake people make is assuming fatigue the next morning comes only from stress or age when poor hydration timing may quietly be disrupting recovery all night. Have you ever woken up tired even after sleeping for hours? Because the final truth about hydration explains why aging changes the body's relationship with water more than most people ever realize. And near the end, you will discover one subtle sign of hydration imbalance that many adults mistake for normal aging for years. Why aging changes the way your body uses water. One of the biggest lies people believe about aging is that feeling tired, stiff, and mentally slow is completely normal. Sometimes the body is not simply aging. Sometimes it is struggling to manage water differently. As humans get older, thirst signals naturally become weaker. Muscle mass slowly declines. Hormonal balance changes. Kidney efficiency changes too. That means the body becomes less precise at holding and distributing fluids where they are needed most. And because the process happens gradually, many people never notice the shift happening. They just adapt to feeling worse. Lower energy starts feeling normal. Brain fog feels expected. Dry skin, poor recovery, joint stiffness, nighttime fatigue. But researchers have repeatedly shown that hydration balance affects circulation, cognitive performance, muscle function, and even mood regulation far more than most adults realize. The dangerous part is psychological. Humans often stop questioning symptoms once enough people around them experience the same thing. Discomfort becomes normalized, exhaustion becomes identity, and the body's warning signs get ignored for years. You can change that pattern. Drink consistently throughout the day instead of waiting for intense thirst. Support hydration with balanced meals and proper sleep. Pay attention to recovery, focus, and energy after small routine changes. Treat aging like feedback, not surrender. One mistake people make is assuming declining energy automatically means getting old instead of investigating the habits quietly draining the body every day. What symptom did you once blame on aging that now makes you think differently? Because the truth about water was never really about water alone. It was about whether the body still has the support it needs to function the way it was designed to. Here is the uncomfortable truth most people are not ready to hear. Some humans spend more time tracking steps, calories, and supplements than learning how their own body actually feels. And that disconnect may be one of the biggest hidden health problems of modern life. The body whispers long before it breaks. fatigue, brain fog, dry skin, poor sleep, low energy. These are often signals, not random bad luck. The goal is not to fear water. The goal is to understand your body well enough to stop working against it. If any part of this video connected with your experience, share it in the comments. I genuinely read them, and I would love to hear what changes you have noticed in your own energy, sleep, or hydration habits. I may even reach out to discuss your experience further. And if this helped you think differently, like the video, subscribe to the Human Upgrade, and stay with us for the next episode, because some healthy habits people trust every day may be quietly accelerating aging without them realizing it.